Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and for my new subscribers, hi guys, welcome. So for today's video, I actually wanted to sit down and play with some drugstore makeup. It's been a while since I actually did a dedicated video of using all my favorite drugstore makeup. Drugstore holds a really special place in my heart. It's what I started my makeup collection and even what I started using when I started playing with makeup. So I have a whole bunch of my real die-hard favorites that I tend to alternate every day that I do my makeup, especially for work. So yeah guys, grab your wine if you're drinking wine. I'm actually in a really good mood today, so instead of coffee, I'm gonna have some wine. By the way, this little wine glass was gifted by my manager, Alex. So cute. It's literally like a sunflower, which is her favorite. But anyway, grab your drink and let's have some drinkity drink together, and let's get into my drugstore favorites. All right guys, so we're gonna start off with brows, of course. So if you've been here since the beginning and you've been here for a minute, you know that I love and adore my Nyx Micro Pencil. This is all I've used for over a year. It literally has a micro tip, which is so bomb. So I actually use this to outline my brows and also fill them in. I'm actually gonna do my brows off camera really quick because I mean, you guys see my brows so many times. So let me put on some brows and I'll be right back. All right guys, so brows are on. I feel like a brand new person when I put my brows on because, you know, I don't have the best brows. It's just something about brows, man. All right, so moving on to eyeshadow primer. So I have a couple eyeshadow primers that I tend to rotate. My favorite right now of all time, and I actually have to buy a new one, is this NYX Ultimate Shadow and Liner Primer. This I have been using for a minute and I'm almost done. It reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay Primer Potion, just a little bit tackier, and I don't know, I feel like I like this one better. But today I'm gonna bring another good one that I've used to use way back and I haven't. I'm gonna bring this baby back right here. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. So it's almost just like the primer potion from Urban Decay as well. So I'm gonna use this one today. Like I said, I've been using the NYX and I kind of want to switch it up and now keep doing the same thing. But this is all I used to use, and I think this is like $2-3 at CVS or Walmart, which is amazing. So I'm just gonna take some. This one is not tacky at all. It's actually really smooth and it dries down really quick. You know, it gives you like a little tint, but nothing crazy. Okay, that's all blended in. So for eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so if you've been here since the beginning, you know that my favorite makeup brand in the entire world has always been Milani Cosmetics. It was the first brand that I ever purchased from, and I have, when I tell you, I have so many different Milani palettes. If you have not tried Milani eyeshadow palettes, I don't know what you're waiting for, because they are literally compared to like high-end eyeshadows. You know what? I'm actually gonna use a little bit of all three of them. So I'm gonna take the Ungilded Most Love Mattes, and I'm gonna start off with the shade. Actually, I'm gonna go in with this one right here called Not So Vanilla, and I kind of want to put that all over my lid and crease just to kind of not set the primer, but just give it something easier to blend with. How about that? So I'm gonna take this huge blending brush from the Juvia's Place eyeshadow brush collection, and I'm gonna go into Miss Vanilla here. And again, I'm not trying to like OD, but I just want something to kind of like place all over the lid. Yeah, that's what I want. I love doing this when I'm playing with like some deeper colors, just because I feel like it makes everything blend easier. So I'm gonna take this little Morphe blending brush, and I actually wanna go into the same palette, the Most Love Mattes, and I wanna go into this shade called My Daily Latte right here. And I wanna use that as my first transition shade. And I'm just gonna place that right on my crease. All right, with the same brush, I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Toast of the Town. And I just want to deepen out just a tiny little bit, nothing crazy. I just want a little bit of a transition. Okay, now we're gonna take Miss Gilded Terra, and I want to go into this shade right here called Slow Burn. It's like an orangey brownish type of tone. Yeah, I want to do that. So I'm gonna take again the same brush, blending that on my outer V and bringing that in, just like that. I'm gonna take a little bit more, and again, I'm gonna start on my outer V and then kind of bring it in. I really like it a lot. Look how pretty that is. All right, I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Unplugged, and I would just wanna use that just to kind of erase some of those hard edges. Right on top, like really just softly, and it'll diffuse the edges. Ooh. I said I want it rounded, and as you can see, I kind of winged it out, but listen, I'm sorry. I tried. I'm always doing that. Alright, so I'm gonna switch brushes. Actually, I'm gonna take this Motor brush, crease brush, and I'm gonna go right back into Miss Slow Burn right here. And I just wanna intensify that color in my crease just a tiny bit more. Ooh, you see that? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, honey. Alright, so let's deepen this out just a little bit more. I'm gonna take this little Wet n Wild tapered brush. I love these to like deepen out the outer V. Chef's kiss. So I'm gonna go in with this beautiful chocolate brown right here from the Gilded Terra palette. This one right here called Branch Out. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna start off lightly so we could build that up. And I'm just gonna start patting it on the outer V first. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the first brush and I'm gonna go right back into Slow Burn, which is that little orange shade. And I kind of want to take that and rejudge it because I don't want to lose that little orangey shade. And it'll help blend everything together. Alright, so far this is looking the way I just wanted to do it. And of course, I have to use my NYX Glitter Glue. If you do not have this in your collection, before you even apply chunky glitter, regular shimmers from a palette, this one makes them just creamy and just, I don't know, it just makes them look so much better. And it makes them stick, it lasts all day. This has literally changed my eyeshadow game when it comes to shimmers. And I don't like being precise with this, I just like applying it where I want to place my shimmer. And I just, yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna go into the Jewels palette, the Gilded Jewels palette, and I'm gonna take again this green called Brilliant. Look at that, beautiful. Look at that, it is that pretty. Yes, it's dark, but that's kind of what I want. So pretty. And we're gonna pop it right here. Oh my God, this is so pretty. Look at that. Oh my Lord, it's like glittery almost too. I don't know, it's so pretty. Like, I love it. And like I said, I wanted something like an earthy type of look. You know what? I'm looking at this shade from the same Jewels palette. This one is called Smoke Topaz, which is this one right here. And I kind of want to use that to blend this green. Look how pretty the one on top. Oh, yeah, I think I want to do that. I'm going to take that right in the center. Kind of blend them together. Ooh, okay. So we're gonna finish obviously the eye, the bottom lashes later. So let's move into mascara, lashes, face, all that good stuff. All right, so for mascara, this baby right here, the I Am Night mascara, honestly, it makes my lashes look so good. It is jet, when I tell you this is jet black, like stupid jet black. And I don't know, it's just something about the brush and just everything about this mascara is just so freaking good. Like these brushes, I love them because they're so like chunky. Oh my God, so freaking good. I don't know if this is still available, and if it's not, I'm so sorry. Like, it is so just, I don't know what's in here, but my lashes suck. I have really little lashes, but I feel like this just like it separates, but I feel like it thickens them up. Like, I don't know if you could see that, but honey, like, nah, my lashes look damn good. And of course, for lashes, I mean, duh, if you know, you know. I did a whole dedicated video of like a lash haul because I feel like lashes complete the look. If you don't have any, I mean, don't get me wrong, if I had like super beautiful lashes, like, I would probably don't wear them, but because I don't, lashes is my best friend. I decided to actually use these babies today. These are the Lash Couture Naked Drama collection. These are in the style Taffeta. These are just so freaking, I love these. So I already cut mine already to my size. And if you're not using the Kiss Lash Adhesive with aloe, I don't know what you're using. This literally is the best glue, hands down. So I'm actually gonna pop these babies on camera and then we'll be back so we could then start with the complexion. All right, guys, so lashes are on, and these are so freaking pretty. All right, moving on to primer. So if you've been here, you know that both of these babies are literally my favorite primers of all time. The e.l.f. Mint Cooling Face Primer, Balm, and also the Jelly Pop Dew Primer. My new favorite, which is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, came out. Ever since this came out, I've been using it non-stop, and I tell you, it is so hydrating. It's cooling on the skin. It's literally power grip. Like, it is so sticky. It reminds me just like the freaking Milk makeup one, which I personally like too, but it's so like, don't nobody got time to pay for $40 for a primer. But I also feel like this one, I don't know if it's me personally, but I feel like this one gives you like a, I don't know, like this blur to your skin. I'm gonna actually take 2 pumps of this. Oh, look how, oh my God, so good. My 2 favorite translucent powder that I cannot stop using, like alternating. Sometimes I even use one under my eyes and then one over my face. The first one is this Maybelline Lasting Fix Banana Translucent Powder. This is so freaking good. Literally, yes, it's banana, but it's not super like yellowish, so it doesn't leave a tint. But one thing about this that I love is that it gives you this blur effect, especially under your eyes. This is so good. I obviously use a powder puff to set under my eyes, and when I tell you the combination, bomb. I also really like this e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder. This gives you such a smooth under eye, even all over my face as well. But this one gives you like a nice little glow. Not like glittery, but like it just gives you this nice awake type of look under your eyes. This is so bomb. So for today, I'm actually gonna use the e.l.f. under my eyes to set it, and then I'll use the Lasting Fix to set my makeup. And I'm just gonna, I usually like setting my primer in my like problem areas, I call them, like usually where I have like a whole bunch of pores, which is usually my cheeks and my forehead. So that's what I'm gonna do. So for foundation, so okay, little backstory about this foundation. I think this is what literally my first foundation that I've ever bought about 2 years ago when I started doing makeup. My best friend Liz actually told me to go get it. I bought it at TJ. I bought it at Family Dollar. I'm talking about Ms. Maybelline Matte Poreless Foundation. This, the memories of how bad my skin used to look because I didn't have no skincare. But I always loved the finish of this. It lasts all day. It's literally matte poreless. I think it just blends amazingly on the skin. I do have a whole bunch of pores. A little less than before, but it's still beautiful on the skin. I usually get the shade 125 in the summer, but I recently picked up 120, and I feel like it kind of blends a little bit better because obviously it's still cold outside, and you know I'm saying, like I'm pale as F, but this is just so good. It's such a classic. The only thing I don't like about this damn foundation is like, Maybelline, with all the money you have, you can't tell me that you can't just create a new package for this and put a pump. Like, matter of fact, I'll buy a pump. Just don't price it more than like $2, $3, but I'll buy a pump. But besides that, amazing foundation. Really good shade range. Like, I mean, Maybelline killed it with this, honey. Killed it with this. And the reason why I like a pump is because it's easier to actually pump and not like waste product, but whatever. Anyways, so I'm gonna take my little Ulta palette. And I'm just gonna try not to OD, but oh my God. Okay, so that's what I put right there. I think that's a lot, but whatever, we'll go from there. One thing I like doing is applying setting spray while I'm blending my foundation. So one of my favorite setting spray is this baby right here, which is the original Make It Last. I also love the Make It Last matte, which I'm actually gonna use both of them today. So I'm gonna use the matte to blend this out, and then I'll use the original to set my foundation. So let me do a little, just a little bit, nothing crazy. And I'll tell you, this foundation is so freaking pretty. I do avoid my under eyes. I don't put any more product. I don't put any foundation in my under eyes, but look at this. Like, look at that. Look how pretty. Ooh, the shade match, honey. Shade match. Shade match. Period. But it is so just beautiful on the skin. Like, let me tell you something. Ever since I've done my skincare, I've been so much more confident on my skin that I don't mind wearing even a skin tint. Like, when I started my makeup journey, I would have died. Like, you will have to kill me to literally to use a skin tint. Like, no ma'am, skin tint who? I'm not doing that. Like, no thank you. Also guys, if you have dry skin, the dewy version of this foundation is beautiful. Like, my friend Cynthia has dry skin. I mean, her skin is so much better now because I helped her with her skincare, but her skin is dry, and I shade matched her at work with the matte Poreless but dewy. Oh, when I tell you, her skin looks so beautiful. We went out to drinks one night and her skin was just glowing, like literally glowing. It looks so beautiful on her. I just feel like it just evened my skin tone. So this is literally my winter shade, and then now I have my winter and my summer shade. And this is the what? $5-6 foundation, $7, like, get with the program. All right, so moving on to concealer. Ever since this baby dropped, honey, as you can see, I've been really using this. So this is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I am in this shade, I believe I'm light. Yes, I'm in the shade light. And when I tell you, this is so hydrating, so full coverage, so yummy under my under eyes. I suffer from dry under eyes, so anything hydrating, chef's kiss. I love the packaging, the pump. It's super convenient, especially if you're a makeup artist. So bomb. Let me tell you something about NYX. NYX has been really killing with some products. Like, they've been launching a lot of good products. One of my favorite powders, and I'm almost done, like literally, is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. This is amazing to like set your makeup, and it just makes you look airbrushed. So good. So I'm actually gonna take one pump of this, and I actually apply it with a brush. So I'm gonna take this BH Cosmetics flat shadow brush. I like using it because it's a little pointed and it like really fits in there. So I'm gonna take, I don't even think I need that much, to be honest. Literally placing it, and then I'm gonna do a little line here just to kind of wing it out, cut my shadow almost, and then a little bit down my nose. I actually stopped wearing concealer on my forehead because I feel like it makes it, I don't know, it makes it extra, like, I think because this is so hydrating, I really get really like oily and sweaty there. So we're gonna wait until this kind of settles in just a little bit, so it could get more coverage, you know what I'm saying? And we could just go and play with some cream products. Cream products, oh my God, let me tell you something. Cream products is the best thing that could ever happen. And the reason why is because it makes everything just last. Like, once you put your powders on top, it just like, sometimes when you just put blush without a cream blush, and you go in with your powder blush, it makes things just fade away. And it's just like your cream bronzer. So I have been excessively on cream blush, and right now this palette from Milani has been my favorite. So this is the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush Palette. This one is in the shade 110 Sun Kissed Glow. I've used 2 of the 3 colors already. This is the palette right here. So I already tried Miss Thang and Miss Thang. I haven't tried her yet, but I don't know, with the look, what should I do? I'm gonna go in with the middle shade, with this like orangey shade right here. Terracotta, not really orangey, but I'm gonna go in with her. So now I'm gonna go in the middle shade right here and really saturate my brush. And I love it because it gives you like a dewy, just yummy, fresh look. This is so bomb. Then I take my palette and I just take all the excess out, but also push that product into the brush. You take it, you bring that up, so you want to pull your face up, and look at that, so freaking pretty. Look how dewy and yummy that is. Sometimes I even take my brush all the way to my temple, like a bronzing, like back in the 80s type of blush, because it is so good. I'm gonna take some, and of course, if we're gonna do cream blush, we're gonna do cream bronzer. So of course, this is all I've been using. I know it's repetitive, but I haven't really found anything else. I know Anastasia has one. There's a couple other products, but I've just been really loving this. Maybe I'll pick up the Anastasia because I've been really intrigued by it. But this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Bronze Belle. And yes, it's a little dark, but I just like to be extra bronzy. I love it. So I'm going to take the same brush that I use the brush for, and I'm going to go into the product here. And again, I'm going to dab it off and really push that product in. Boom. And then I'm just gonna go and bronze up, honey. And as you can see, this really gives you an amazing bronze. And you see how crazy it looks, but you really blend that in, it just blends so effortlessly. I can't even talk. And I don't know, I just like these products from e.l.f. e.l.f. killed it with these products, like killed this. Look at that, look how beautiful that is. Then you're gonna go onto the other side and do the same thing. And then we're gonna blend this concealer because it's been a minute. So we're gonna take this nice flat brush and I'm gonna take some of the setting spray and I'm gonna blend this concealer out. And I've been really enjoying blending my concealer with a brush. I feel like I get the full pigment. I get the full experience when it comes to coverage. Because I feel like, I don't know, as you can see, I don't use any sponges anymore for my application. I just feel like, nah. Look how pretty everything looks, right? So for the final step, right, I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I'm gonna go all over this now. And this is what literally marries everything together. Like literally marries everything. No harsh lines, no demarcation, no nothing. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Like it looks just so good, right? Now let's set everything before it gets crazy. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I'm gonna take my puff and we're gonna go in here. We're gonna dab all the excess off because you don't want nothing like, you don't want to mess up all this good work you've been doing. Then what I like doing is going from outside to the inner corner and really look up and press that powder in. And it just gives you an amazing airbrush effect. Like I love it. Literally ever since I've been setting my everything literally with my puff, it's just changed the way my face looks. Like this literally makes your makeup last even more, I feel like, and it gives you like this nice airbrush effect. Like look at that airbrush. So I'm gonna take this baby for blush. So this is the Milani Baked blushes. These are amazing. This one is in the shade 05 Luminoso, which is like a terracotta orangey tone. Look at that. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna take this stipple brush, which this is the way I love applying my blush, because it gives you, you see that? Oh my god. So I'm gonna use this brush. I know this is like a blush brush, but whatever. I'm gonna use it to set my bronzer. And yes ma'am. All right, so I'm gonna go into Miss Gilded Terra and I'm gonna take this brown called Branch Out. I'm gonna run that on my bottom lashes. I'm gonna take this little, like, I don't know, detail brush from Juvia's Place. And now I'm gonna take this little dome, little blending brush, and I'm actually gonna go into this green just to play off. I know it's a little brighter, but whatever. Let's see how that goes. If I mess it up, oh well. See how that kind of goes. Ooh, that is pretty. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah. Ooh, that is so freaking pretty. I think it like gave the look up more thing. Like a little, ooh, okay. All right, so for lips, I'm gonna keep it semi-simple, not too simple, but I've only used Milani and NYX. I don't have too many lip products. Like I said before, I'm planning to do like a whole video dedicated to like a full shopping spree for some lips. So right now, so I'm gonna take these two. This is the Easy Liner from Milani in the shade Most Natural. And then I'm gonna take these baby, the Matte Fetish one in the shade Tease. All right, so for eyeliner, I'm gonna take the Miss Little Milani Supreme Kohl Kajal eyeliner in Black is Black. Such a beautiful liner and it's so pigmented. And literally last all freaking day. Oh, love it. So this is the best highlighter Milani has, in my opinion. I love the big highlighters, but this strobe light highlighter in the shade Day Glow just gives you like this wet effect almost. Like my skin looks wet every time I put this on and I love it. Like, Oh my God. Look at that. Oh, it's just wet. It's just wet. Oh my God, it's just wet. Literally, it's the best highlighter that Milani has. Look at my face. This looks so, look at that glow. Oh, this looks so good. Drugstore. Okay. All right, guys. So this is the end of the video. Cheers. Playing with drugstore makeup makes me so happy. The fact that you could create something so beautiful like this with the literally inexpensive product. This is all drugstore. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love high-end makeup, but drugstore is where it's at, and they're just getting better and better and better. But I just wanted to sit down and just play with my favorites. Like, I haven't played with a lot of these products in a while, and even just playing with new ones and incorporating them into my skin, like my routine and stuff, I freaking adore. Definitely check these products out. 90% of these products are in Ulta, so definitely go to ulta.com or go to your little Ulta app and get these products because they are bomb. But again, guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with your boy today. I love you guys to death, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye, guys.